teachers and my fellow students. Today I want to talk about what are the compete factors between Huawei and Apple. We know that Samsung, Huawei, and Apple are the most famous smartphones in the world. So I'm gonna list out Huawei and Apple only. So what is Huawei and Apple? Huawei is a Chinese smartphone leading brand who was founded in 1987 by Ren Zhengfei, who was a former engineer in People Liberation Army, while the Apple was founded by Steve in 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. The headquarters of Huawei was in Shenzhen, Guangdong province, China, while the Apple headquarters was located in California, US. So let's talk about the market shares between Huawei and Apple. In 2018, Huawei was surpassed Apple sales and become the top two smartphone sales in the worldwide. However, Huawei was behind the Samsung. Although Huawei was become the top two smartphone sales in the world, it was surprising for us to see that none of its models become the top in the smartphone sales, like Honor X20. So let's talk about the strongest market. The Huawei strongest market obviously is in its own country, China, followed by Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East. While the Apple strongest market was in its home country, US, Japan, and our neighbor country, Singapore. We know that Apple has struggled to keep up its rival Huawei despite of the trade-in program and prices cut in China. Particularly, Huawei was trying to invent a 5G cellular network, while the Apple was more focused on other product areas like services.
The thing really missing, huh?
The competitive factor between Apple and Huawei are camera, price, operating system, and fingerprint sensor. Price has made the competition between Apple and Huawei become more intensive. For example, at the third quarter of 2018, global smartphone shipments are facing a largest challenge as it has now 6% around the world. However, Huawei is still dominating the market share as it has increased 33% at the total unit of shipment compared to 2017. However, for Apple, there is no change compared to 2017. The reason why Huawei is dominating the market is because the price of Huawei is more reasonable and acceptable for the customer. While Apple lead in terms of revenue, as you can see, the price of Apple is higher than Huawei, so the total earning for Apple is higher than Huawei. This is the graph correct from international data correction, and it has proved the market share of Huawei is higher than Apple.
Okay, you're telling, right?
Yeah.
Would you go back one slide? How is the total sales for Apple higher than Huawei? Okay. Alright, okay. Please continue.
So I'll pass to Chin.
Talking about the graph and the ranking of the Huawei and Apple, let's take their latest product, iPhone 11 Pro and Huawei P30 Pro. They have the different about on the design. First of all, the different is color option. As the picture I showed, the Huawei have more choice, more color choice than Apple. And Apple introduce new color of the product is midnight green. Other than that, the screen size of they are both also different. For Huawei, the screen size is about 6.47 inch, and for iPhone 11 Pro is about 5.47 inch, and they both have the waterproof, water resistant and dust proof on it. And to let the customer easy to unlock their phone screen, Apple introduced about the Face ID and always only for fingerprint unlock. And this their operating system. For iPhone, they have their own operating system is iOS, and for Huawei, they're using the Android system. And this is the chipset of their product. For Huawei P30 Pro, they use the Kirin 980 chip, and for iPhone, they use the A12 Bionic. As compared to their battery, Huawei's battery is bigger than iPhone. Then Huawei has 4,200 mAh of battery pack, then Apple has only 3,046 mAh on it. And Huawei has a wireless charging available. As Huawei and the iPhone has a large difference on their camera. Huawei currently is a top camera phone on it, because they have about 440 megapixels wide angle and 20 megapixels ultra wide, and also 8 megapixels zoom on it. And for Apple, they add an ultra wide sensor and a 12 megapixels back camera. And for their front camera, Apple have 12 megapixels on it, and Huawei has 32 megapixels on it. And here is some example picture of the compare about the shoot by Huawei and iPhone 11 Pro. First of the mode is daylight mode. And next is the HDR mode. And this is the portrait bokeh mode, and next is the darkness without night mode. So we can compare that Huawei P30 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro. The difference is Huawei P20 Pro can get a good picture during night, but during daylight, iPhone 11 Pro will get a better shot. And these are key products of Apple, such as iPhone, MacBook, iPad, Apple TV, and Apple Watch and AirPods. These some of the key products of Huawei. As we know, Huawei only for their phone product. So in order they want to change the step of Apple, they also introduce about the laptop, tablet, and wearable, such as smartwatch. And this is all our presentation. Thank you.